prospect someone, why is it that someone will prospect a person? The person will not even share, but another person will prospect that same person, and the person will start running around expecting to be invited. You're going to prospect somebody, the person will not even share, will not even do as if they want to attend meeting. But another person will prospect that same person. The person will start running around, I want to join. Why? Now, before I tell you why, how many of us know why? How many of us know why? But before I tell you why, I want to tell you a short story. When I was still in secondary school, one of my classmates, in his street, something was happening. So the guy, they were shooting in the street. So maybe the criminals in his street, broad daylight to criminal in the street. So they were stealing. So now, then those criminals now engage with policemen, and they started shooting gun. Everywhere they started shooting because they need to defend themselves. And guess what? Now, when that guy heard that gunshot, that guy quickly rushed out of the house to go and peep what happened. Immediately he joined. He brought up his head, was trying to peep what is happening. You know what happened? That one of the bullets went straight to his head, and he died at that spot. May his soul rest in peace. He died at that spot. So what happened? What happened is that the guy is what? He's curious to know what is happening. That guy is what? He's curious. Hey, let me go and see what is happening. The guy is very, very curious to know what is happening. That's why that gun actually hit him and he died at that spot. So why your prospect is not actually what? When you prospect somebody, the person will not shake, and another person will prospect the person will shake. It's because of curiosity. You are able to raise that person's curiosity. Now, you are able to raise a prospect curiosity will determine if the person will be willing to look at what you have to offer or not. Your ability to raise someone's curiosity will determine if the person is willing to look at what you have to offer or not. Very, very important. Now, how do you raise somebody's curiosity? How to increase your ability to raise curiosity is to understand. Go to the comment section and type understand. Understand the knowledge of the subject matter. You need to understand the knowledge of prospecting, because everything has secrets. Even inviting has secrets. Everything has this. Once you understand it, you have gotten it. The knowledge of the subject matter is what? Curiosity. You need to understand the knowledge of the subject. Because if you don't understand the knowledge of the subject matter, you keep on doing the same thing. You are not going to be raise people's curiosity, just like that my friend that they shot dead. Are you seeing right now? Because he was trying to be curious. Let me see what's happening. And guess what? He's nowhere to be found today. Okay? Now, when skill are mastered, how do you understand it by master the skill? When skill are mastered, confidence is increased, effort, anxiety, prayer is reduced, by Dr. Victor Abbasin. Do you know that when you master skill, you're going to increase confidence on how you can raise people's curiosity, effort, anxiety. When you are with these people, with this person come, and you are as you are unsure, you have anxiety. Prayer, the kind of prayer you're going to reduce your prayer, because that time you'll be using to pray. Okay, use it to go and prospect. I see right now. That time you're using to pray is good, but excess of it is not actually good. I see right now. So that time you need to be praying, you need to what? You now use it to what? Prospect. I see right now. This is very, very important. Okay. Now, how will you understand the subject, this subject? Because if you don't understand it, you keep on doing the same thing and expecting different results. Now, Messi understands football. That's why once I call Messi now, what are you going to think? In your mind, you'll think what? What do you think? You think what? Football. In your mind. Once somebody say what? John Cena. In your mind, what are you going to say? Wrestling. Right? Because they understand the knowledge of the subject matter in their own profession, their own field. When somebody call about what? Serena Williams, the person that will talk to your mind is what? Long tennis. Why? Because they understand, they have understood the what? Knowledge of the subject matter. When somebody talk about what? Tiger Woods, the person that will talk to your mind is what? Golf. Why is all this coming to your mind? Because you know that those people have understood, they have understood the what? The knowledge of the what? Subject matter. I see right now. So now we are running for a Dubai challenge. You need to actually what? You need to actually what? Do yourself a favor by understanding how prospecting can actually work. Or because when you prospect, you can invite. If you don't prospect, will you invite? I see right now. So that's why a lot of people you're going to say, I prospected 1,000 people. You invited them, nobody showed up. Why? Because invitation starts from prospecting. If you don't prospect well, if you are inviting them, they will not come. I see right now. How do you make sure that they'll come by what? Raising their curiosity. That's why your chances of getting them will increase. That's why if you give somebody question, the person will say, are you sure they will call me? Because you have raised that person's curiosity by how you structure yourself when you are sharing the questionnaire. Your disposition. I see right now. So now, how to condition yourself effectively for prospecting? Because why is it that a lot of people are what? Afraid of prospecting? Why? Because of what? They are afraid. They don't know what will happen next. Whether the person will tell them, I'm not interested or I'm interested. When you're about to prospect, you have two voices that will be talking to you. Two voices. The first one will tell you, are you sure this person will sign up? You don't need to go and prospect the person. The other voice will tell you, this person will sign up. Are you sure? You don't need to prejudge. This person may do what? Make that best. Two voices are talking to you. Your ability to be dominated by the right voice, which is the positive voice, we know whether you are going to prospect or not. I see right now. Your ability to be dominated by that one determine whether they will rush to what you have to offer or not. Very, very important. Now, how do you condition yourself for effective prospecting? You need to use affirmation. Very, very important. You need to use affirmation. Now, what is affirmation? It is a positive or negative things you say when you talk to yourself. Whether you talk to yourself internally or loud. Those two voices that are talking to you, they are trying to what? They are trying to talk you out of that you want to do. And once you deep in, you're not prospect again. So you need to be mindful of what is coming to your ear. Because when you are mindful of what is coming to your ear, it will be very easier for you to actually move to the next step. Very, very important. Okay? Now, how self-talk works. The subconscious mind receives the most dominant message. So if the positive person in your mind is dominated by the negative person in your mind, you prospect. But if the negative person in your mind is dominated by the positive person in your mind, you not prospect. Very, very important. So your subconscious mind receives the most dominant message. I see right now. So you need to actually pay close attention to this when you're because when you want to prospect, as you have a lot of things coming to you. Hey, can you do this? This person cannot do this. As a lot of them. So if you don't guide it consciously with how you talk to yourself, you'll not do anything that day. You meet somebody, instead of you to collect the person number, say, are you sure this person will do this business? What if this is what they say in finding process for you to collect two numbers daily? Are you seeing right now? You are trying to master the skill of prospecting. Now, the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between fact and fiction. They don't know. So that's why it's receives most of the dominant force. The subconscious mind receives impulse by hearing. So it's what they hear. Now, how do you build faith? By hearing. That's the same way you build your subconscious mind. So that very soon you're going to become unconscious what? Competence. Okay? Now, the subconscious mind is the gateway to our belief. Because if you guide your subconscious mind very well, it will not build your belief in the business for you to move to the next level. Our belief determines our action. When you believe that this business can actually help you to help other people, guess what? You're going to take action. So the thing starts from how you talk to yourself. Okay? The most dominant force, whether it's negative or positive, whether you are trying to actually what? Listen to the negative one, or you're trying to be dominated by the negative one. And guess what? Our action, our belief determines our what? Our action. And our action determines our what? Our results. Is when you take action, you're going to what? Get results. If you don't take action, you get results. No. It's when you take action. From that action you take, you not get results. Everything starts from what to say to yourself before you take the action. Are you seeing right now? You need to pay close attention. Okay? Now, this is very, very important so that you don't miss out when prospecting. If your prospects reject you, if your prospect rejects your offer, that doesn't mean that he rejects you. He just passed over opportunity again. Now, what is the meaning of poor? Poor means passing over opportunity repeatedly. So if you know this, why do we feel rejected sometimes when people say no to us? That's the question. Now, study shows that for every prospect that rejects you, excitement drops. Are you aware? Study shows that for any person that rejects you, your excitement drops. Now, let's assume that you want to prospect. Your excitement is what? 100%. Wow, I'm going to prosper. I'm going to share like 2,000 questionnaire. I'm going to share this. You now enter with your questionnaire. Or you start prospecting. And guess what? You give somebody, let me say you are sharing questionnaire. You give somebody questionnaire. The person say, I'm not interested though. It's not La Buena Vida. I'm not interested. Guess what? Your excitement will drop to how many? As you encounter rejection, your excitement battery will reduces immediately. Guess what? You say, okay, no problem. You now meet another person, you give the person questionnaire. The person say, La Buena Vida, I've done it now. When I was sitting in Abuja, you know, I know the office in Budu now. Okudu, Look at my shop, sir. Look at the office. This thing doesn't work. Oh my God. In your mind, you say, nah. Just say this thing will work so. Guess what? Your excitement will drop again. So how many percent? Maybe 40% this time. Guess what? And now meet another person. Say, okay, let me just do this. Let me just give this person. This person will. The person is looking sharp. You give the person questionnaire. The person will tell you, is this thing you are doing? Oh, better go and find something and start doing though. Better go and find something and start doing. This thing, it will not work. Oh. Guess what? Your excitement will be red. Your excitement with what? With what? Red will be showing red. It will drop drastically. That's it. It will drop drastically. So there's one story that happened to me when I was in Enugu, when I was sharing questionnaire. So I met one lady after sharing questionnaire, and I met her and gave her questionnaire. After filling the questionnaire, she filled the questionnaire. After filling the questionnaire, she now called me, say, "Come, I want to tell you something. See, you see this thing you are doing, this business you are doing. This business I've done it before. I'm telling you the truth. I know the office. You know Ellen Plaza. I know the office. I've done it. I even did the three accounts, but up till now I've not gotten anything. Now see, I'm working. Let me tell you something. Don't see you are doing. You are wasting your time. Better go and find something and start doing it, because what you are doing now is people that are on the top. You are giving them money. You are reaching them. What? After filling my questionnaire, if you rejected the questionnaire, that was a different. But this one, you filled it. Now, number one, you have wasted the questionnaire and you wasted my time. After filling the questionnaire, you are not telling me. People can be very funny. It's not that you fill the questionnaire. After filling it, she was not advising me. Guess what? And after debating, I was saying, nah, it's true. Hi, this thing is true. I was saying it's true. So now I'm going to show you how you can actually guide your self-talk. Very, very important. Now, you that went out to share questionnaire, you're excited. You want to conquer the world, and look at you now. Look at you before and look at you after. You are feeling rejected. You that went out, want to go and wanted to prospect somebody, wanted to prospect that mega bed, you die your friend will tell you, this business doesn't work. Look at you before, I'm charged. Look at you. And before you know it, you stop coming to the office. Before you know it, you stop picking your appliance call. You start saying, my younger brother swallowed shovel. I went to the village to go and get something. No. People that are doing that to you are prospects. They are dragging your excitement down. So how do you bring your excitement up? This is very, very important. You are laughing. Like, this is personal experience. Yes, I'm telling you personal experience. Because if you understand all these things, when somebody rejects you, just know that your excitement, that is natural. That's just it. But if you understand the psychology behind that, you are going to know how you can guide your excitement. That's just it. You guide your excitement very well. Okay? So how do you get your excitement back? This is very, very important. Reject the negative talk in your ear immediately. When somebody say, this thing doesn't work, say, if it's only one person that is saying, I'm going to be the one. If somebody say, this is not this thing, immediately reject it. I will succeed in this business. You use positive affirmation to what? Come back. Because if you don't do that, guess what? Your excitement will drop. That is natural. Your excitement will drop. You reject immediately. Especially if you started this business new. Immediately someone talk bad about your business, in your mind, immediately reject it. That's how you get your excitement back. Okay? Now, when someone talk bad about your business, caution the person immediately. If you don't say this thing where somebody will hear you so that they will not think that you are a dumb, immediately caution the person. You know, shh, lower your voice. How would you say this sort of thing? Lower your voice. Don't say this thing when another person will hear you too. How would you say such a thing? Something you don't understand, you shut up so that somebody will explain to you. You caution the person. This is how your excitement will come back. Because if you don't do these two things, you start going home. Your self-talk. He said that, according to Les Brown, he said that if you can conquer enemy within, the enemy without can do us no harm. So what is the enemy within? The enemy within is self-talk, what you are saying to yourself. When somebody say, you are mad, it's only when you accept you are mad, you start being mad. So when somebody say that your business doesn't work, it's only when you accept it that you know that your business doesn't work. You immediately reject it immediately. So that you'll not be as if you now go and prosper. Look at you before and look at you after. It is very, very important. Very, very important. Okay? Now, you need to sharpen your people's skill. Sharpen your people's skill. It will help you to reach wide range of people. Very, very important. Sharpen your people's skill. Why, if you want to prospect somebody, you need to compliment the person. Very, very important. Compliment the person. Sharpen their skill. Say, wow, that's a very wonderful shoe. I would like to have it. Sharpen your people's skill. You need to be relatable, because if you're not relatable, if you are somebody that every time you're angry or your face is somehow, you're not relatable. People cannot easily accept you. Very, very important. So you need to sharpen your people's skill. You need to practice. Practice what you learn. The more you do something, the better you get at it. It will help you to become what? Unconscious competent. The more you do something, the better you become at it. It will help you to become what? Unconscious competent. It's supposed to be unconscious competent. The more you do something, you need to what? That's the better you get at it. It will help you to become what? Unconscious what? competent. Very, very important. So as you are doing that, you need to be practicing it. Because if you don't practice it, you're going to still be in the same level. According to Ogochukwu, he said that if what you know is not what you do, you don't know anything. It's only when you practice what you learn, you keep on practicing, you're going to become more unconscious competent. Okay. Note, experience is not the best teacher. Someone experience is. So everything I'm telling you now, say no audio. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No audio. Can you hear me? Someone is saying, okay, thank you very much. Maybe change your location. Okay. Experience is not the best that someone experience. I'm sharing my little experience with you right now. You don't have to allow that to happen to you before you can start. Are you seeing right now? So you need to learn from other people and start implementing it, start practicing it. Okay. Now let me ask you say a little bit about questionnaire. Okay. Now, what is the mindset of questionnaire? Your success in network marketing is to have a large extent determined by what number of people you can expose to your business opportunity. You can start your business with a name list of people you know, but at some point in your business, you will have to find a way to access people you do not know. And guess what? Questionnaire ensure you never run out of prospects. A lot of people, once you submit your first name list and nobody showed up, you now feel depressed. Yeah, no, I did it. Doesn't want. No, you have a lot. Let me ask this way: if you open a beer parlor business now, after launching it, your friends and family will come. But in the long run, in the future, which people are going to patronize you? They are strangers, people you don't even know. Are you seeing right now? So now the questionnaire is is actually a way of prospecting people you don't even know. Are you seeing right now? Now, very, very important. Now, with this tool, you can walk into any city. You can walk into any city in the world and generate unlimited. I don't know. Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know what's happening. Okay, with this, you can generate a limited number of people. Now, the key to questionnaire is what? Leverage it out daily without prejudging anybody. You don't have to prejudge anybody because you never can tell the person that will lead you to another person. I see right now. The person that will lead you to another, like what Ambassador Chidi taught us about taproting. You never can tell, even if the person is not signed on, you never can tell the contact you write that will lead you to another person. The questionnaire is not presentation tool, but what prospecting tool. A lot of people, when you are giving questionnaire, the person will ask you question. Is he this? You start presenting the person. The business. No. Questionnaire is not presenting tool. It's not presentation tool. Is what is prospecting tool. So don't be the tool. Use the tool. Because if you are being the tool, you are committing what? Prospecting suicide. If you are being the tool, you are committing prospecting suicide. You are not actually raising the person's curiosity to attend. You are satisfying the person's curiosity and the person will not attend. Okay? So when you start becoming the tool, and instead of using the tool, you are committing what? Prospecting suicide. So, and guess what? Your invitation, what? You are going to mark your invitation. Now, you do not run presentation at the level of giving up. It's very, very important. It's allow you to obtain the contact details of the people. What you need is the name and phone number, because that's what you need. And then invite them for a briefing within what? 48 hours. 48 hours. They must be invited within 48 hours of admitting questionnaire. If you fail to invite them within the period, they will what? Eventually what? Forget, or they will lose interest. Very, very important. They may forget. Okay. Now, how to share questionnaire? Very, very important. Say, good afternoon. My name is Obed. Give your business card to the person if you have one. If you don't have one, don't bother yourself. If you have one, just give your business card to the person. I represent La Buena Vida project, or the project, okay, I represent Amazon project, I represent ED 3.0, any project that run right that time, any project, okay? An international business development organization in Nigeria. La Buena Vida is conducting a cash flow survey that is aimed at determining if Nigerians prepare having their own paid job or running their own business. Kindly do us a favor by partaking in this survey, by filling this questionnaire. It will take just what? 3 minutes of your time. 3 minutes of your time. Anything apart from this, I just said, you are doing another thing. This is how you share. And this will not even take you like 1 minute, 2 minutes to even say. And guess what? Once you are giving the person questionnaire, you are giving the person pen. So when you are going out to share questionnaire, you need to actually what? Carry pen with you. Carry like 4 or 5 pens or 6, 7. Okay. Now you need to know something very, very important. If he should ask you explanation, just let him know everything is explained in the questionnaire. They can read it. But guess what? Never say more than is written on the paper. Never say more than, because if you are saying more than, that means you are trying to prospect, you are trying to present to the person. And like I say, you are committing what? Prospecting suicide. If they fill the questionnaire, tell them our consultant will call them if they need clarity. I see right now. And tell them if they are selected, they'll be contacted. Once you do this thing, you have raised the person's curiosity. Once you do this thing very well, you have raised the person's curiosity. Now, before you leave the person, you need to say it's based on selection. If you are selected, you'll be contacted. It's not everybody that selects. So once you tell that person that is selection, the person will be curious to attend. Are you seeing right now? Now, also understand that there are a lot of people out there who cannot read. You need to know this now. So they may look so what? They may look sharp. You are trying to, you may mistake them. You may mistake them and say, these people are graduate. But if someone refuses to question, simply use this line. I understand you are in a hurry, but it just take 3 minutes of your time. That's why you need to ask them. You can just read this question, just 3 minutes of your time. You take just 3 minutes of your time to answer this question. Would you like me to simply read them out for you? Do you understand? Sometimes, if you do this kind of thing, they'll say, okay, read it. Can you read it? You can read it and what? Because some of them cannot read, so they may be feeling at top of the world, so they don't want to be embarrassed. That's why some of them, so that's why sometimes, no, you don't actually know. You ask them this question. So once you ask them this question, you now obtain clarity on where they are coming from. You can now know how you can move to the next level. Very, very important. Okay, now key to note. No matter how qualified a prospect is, don't beg him. Don't beg him. Say, please, can you feel it? Please, can you feel it? Hey, can you come and hey, come. You are trying to beg the person. This business, just feel it. Just feel it. No, just feel it. Or you're inviting your friends. I say, hey, just come. You are not raising the person's curiosity. Even if the person comes, would that person tell his people, hey, just come. Remember, according to the report, it's not about what was, but what was duplicate. Okay? If you understand the skill of prospecting, it becomes easy. If you understand the skill of prospecting, it will become very, very easy. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chidem. So they say never use the word please. Please, can you do this? No, don't use the word please. You can use kindly. Don't use please. Don't use please. You need to know the choice of the word. That's why that's why you need to actually master some because this business can actually teach you a lot of things, how you can communicate, how you can do a lot of things. When you raise a prospect curiosity, the prospect will be begging for the opportunity to attend your presentation. I don't know whether if you are here, maybe you send somebody recommendation. The person will be calling you, hey, they have not called you, because you have successfully raised the person's curiosity. You know, for people making calls, one of my mentees was calling his contact. That contact is so sweet that as you are calling, say, yes, I know the person. Hey, where is he? Because the person has successfully raised the person's curiosity. Okay? Some of them, after sharing, will say, please, can you give me your number? Because you have done what? You have successfully raised the person to trust. It's very, very important. You have a multi-million-dollar opportunity people are looking for. So don't actually dwell on one person. Everybody in the world is looking for a better opportunity. Now, Dangote has all the money he has in this world. But why is it that Dangote is still looking for money? Because he's still looking for better opportunity. Dangote is still looking for money. Till today, if he's not looking for money, why is he building a refinery in Lagos? He's looking for money. So nobody is to say, my cousin is too rich. This my uncle is too rich. He will not take it. No. Okay. Now in prospecting, you are just a messenger, not the message. Very, very important. You are just a messenger, not the message. You are not there to actually what? Start explaining anything. You are just a messenger. You are paid to do that. Just have it in your head that you are paid to do what you are doing. Okay. So if you don't prospect people you know, this one is very, very important. Maybe you have a lot of contact in your phone and you say, I don't want to invite this person. I don't want to invite this person. If you don't invite people you know, someone that doesn't know the person will prospect the person using questionnaire or using radio adverts. When I was in Enugu, they were doing presentation one certain time. Somebody came out and said, hey, Jesus, who invited this my neighbor? Oh, this man, I wanted to invite this man. Who invited this man? This man has money. He wanted to invite the person. And somebody else used what? Questionnaire, either questionnaire or radio, and use it to invite the person. So that your one market is supposed to invite using one message is now a cold market to someone else. The person invite the person. And guess what? The person made instant payment of 7 accounts that very day. So if you are shy of inviting people you know, people that you don't know them will invite them using what? Code lists. That's an error. Okay? Every prospect you meet is equal to lifetime income lost. Every prospect you miss is what? Every prospect you miss is equal to lifetime income lost. Can you imagine if Ambassador Mike did not invite Ambassador Ronke when he was traveling with her in Port Harcourt? That's lifetime income lost. So when you are looking at prospect, you are not seeing 7,000, 20,000, 5,000. What you are seeing is what? You are seeing billions. You are seeing billions. Because if you are seeing 5,000, you're not going to, what I say, how can I help this person? So I'm seeing billions. So your goal is for you to prosper the person, and not only prosper, you help the person. You are seeing a nation. Thank you very much, Mr. Chibem. You are seeing what? You are seeing a nation, a country, a world. Because one person can actually make you a billionaire. Okay, we have a lot of maybe in the next training I'm going to say about that as well. If you build one leg strong, that's the key leg. You have, according to Ifeanyi Osan, he said that you have gotten yourself a car. One leg is car, another leg is what? Is house. Another one now is what? Job. You have replaced your job. Another one now is what? That's how you say it. So when you miss one prospect that can actually give you your own car, you have missed the person. Another person will prospect the person. Okay? Now, as I'm going to close the meeting, okay, let me tell a little bit about the rules in prospecting. The list of people you don't know is infinitely larger than the ones who you know. People you don't know are bigger than people that you don't know. So you need to, if you have this in mind, when somebody that you prospected in your contact list did not join, what do you need to do? You move to people you don't know because they are larger than people you know. That are very more than people you know. People you don't know will take you more serious than ones you do know. Yes. People that you don't know will take you more serious than the ones you know. Very, very important. People that you don't know will take you more serious than the ones you know. Why? Because a lot of them have known your past. Maybe you did MMM and MMM did not work out. And you're trying to tell them about another network marketing. They're not taking you serious now. Yes. People that you don't know will take you more serious because you are just meeting them. They don't even know anything about you at all. They'll take you more serious. Okay? So that's why you don't have to depend on your people that you have written their contact. You don't have to depend on it. I see right now. Some of the people we pass in our everyday life will be usually was successful in our business, unless we prospect them, we never know about this. I see right now. A lot of people will pass every day. They're going to be successful. But how would you know? You will not know. How will you know is when you prospect them. Okay? Like I said before, it is better to use the tool. Don't use words. It's better to use the tool than words. Okay? Because when you start using the words, you are committing prospective suicide. Very, very important to actually know this. Okay? Just know that it is not ever, but it is not about you. It's not about you. It's not about, it's about the prospect. It's about the person. It's about the person. Now, let's assume that a prospect right now, God say that he is going to be successful in this business within 2 years' time. And 2 years' time, he'll be diagnosed of what? Of cancer. And the money he will use to actually treat that cancer, okay, diagnosed of what? A kidney problem. The money he will use to treat that kidney problem will come from this business. And the person will be successful. If they tell you this thing, or if God reveal this thing to you, that you see this prospect, you see this person now, if he join this business today, he's going to be successful in 2 years' time. And in 2 years' time, this person will have a problem because he doesn't have money. But the money he used to solve that problem will be from this business, and that will be health issue. And if the person is not joining this business now, the person will die in 2 years' time. I want to ask this question: will you prosper the person? Go to comment section and answer me. Will you prosper the person? Will you prosper the person? I want to see your comment. Will you prosper the person? Yes, you will prosper the person. Because it's not about you again. It's about them. It's about them. It's about them. You now shift it from yourself. You're not talking to them. You are talking to the spirits. So it's not about you at all. He who used what? Question control the conversation. Very, very important. He who used question control the conversation. So at any time you are prospecting, according to John Maxwell, he said that one question is better than what? 1,000 conversation. One question. So that's why as a consultant, you ask question. You ask question. I see right now. So you need to actually what? Take a closer, you need to actually what? Be conscious of how you the words you use. Very, very important. Okay? I'm sure convince professional source. If you do this, it will help you. If you do this, I'm actually trying to convince. Hey, this, you're trying to convince the person to come and join. In his mind, saying, convince. So if I tell you this is what I'll be doing, I'll be convincing people. No, you saw professional source for them to actually what? Get a qualified what? Person. Okay? Positive attracts, negative or repel. So at any point in time when you are prospecting, you need to be what? You need to be positive. Always positive. Always be positive. Always be excited. Always be excited, because excitement is contagious. Always be excited. Okay? Don't talk bad about anybody. Don't talk bad about your business. Don't talk bad about yourself. See, don't use the word I can't. All this thing, you are talking bad about yourself. I can do all things through God who strengthens me. Keep on saying that to yourself when you're prospecting. And guess what? You are going to feel inner power that will help you to actually prosper. Very, very important. Okay. Now, as I'm going to close, we have a commandment for prospecting. Okay. Now, the first one now is what? Thou shalt prepare thyself through personal development. Very, very important. So if you're here right now, if you're not developing yourself on a daily basis, this is very wrong. Okay. You need to be developing yourself every single day. Every day, develop yourself. We have 5 books you need to read. That even if you finish reading your business marketing, if you read it again, you're going to get another insight. Okay, you need to develop yourself. That shall not pressure the prospect. You don't pressure the person. According to yesterday's meeting, Mr. Iso was telling us that is the one that prospect was trying to get. I see right now. So the person, based on what is his position, You now find out that this person, he just say, let me beat this person. He's not trying because he's now what? He's now a professional. But a lot of people, they say, this person, you keep on pressuring the person, and the person will lose interest. So, I don't want to do business again. Because his mind will say, so if I join this is what I'll be doing. No. Follow up with what? Urgency. Okay? That's an ask question, not make statements. Anything you are saying, you need to be asking questions, not make statements. That shall be pleasant, positive, and professional. Anything you are doing, you need to be professional. Do it professionally. Okay? You need to be positive all the time. That shall be relatable in order what action. Anything you do, like I say, you need to learn what people skill. Anything you do, you need to learn the skill. Okay? Thou shalt trust in the prospecting tools. If you are doing contact recommendation, if you are not trusting on your contact recommendation, say, how am I sure that my people will join if I submit them for my contact list? That means you're not even trusting your prospecting tools. I can't share questionnaire because I know anytime I share questionnaire, people cannot collect the questionnaire. You are not actually what? Trusting your prospecting tools. So you need to trust. Thou shalt trust your prospect. This is a commandment I'm giving you. Thou shalt follow up with what purpose and what in a timely manner. You don't bombard them. Start following, you follow them up as if they stole your certificate. You don't follow them up as if they stole your certificate. Follow them up what in a timely manner. Okay? Thou shalt realize that sowing comes before reaping, and that reaping comes in due harvest. So when you sow enough, guess what? You sow enough, you reap. Okay? Congratulations to all the silver executive in the house and the good executive. Why are they silver executive? Because they have been sowing, they have been maintaining what the accounts. Now they have unlocked another way of making money. They have been sowing, trying to maintain the account. So if you have not maintained your account, today is the last day. I think today is 30th. Have an opportunity to do that as well. Okay? They have maintained it, trying to, because how will you keep a lot of money for Global when you can actually make a lot of money? Okay, we have 7 ways of making money, and a lot of people you just know like direct connections and marketing funnels. The same way with what prophetic. So that shall what? Realize that sowing comes before worry. So you sow. So when the thing will come, you read very, very well. You read Gucci. They will start saying, where is this person coming from? That's just it. Okay, so thank you very much. I don't know whether I'll have any question. Got value from this short training, go to the comment section and type value. You got value from this short training, go to the comment section and type value. You got value from this short training, go to the comment section and type value. Type value. Amazing. So if you have any question based on this, just shoot. You know, we are still in our challenge, Dubai challenge. So this is another way you can actually use prospecting to actually get a lot of people. Because invitations start from prospecting. It's not about inviting. But if you don't prospect well, if you invite them, they won't come. So that's why I'm doing this training. So because if you prospect well, if you invite 10 persons, like let me say 6 will come. Because you have done the needful, which is what you're raising their curiosity. Invitations start from prospecting. So if you prospect well, you're going to get signed up. If you prospect well, when you invite them, they will come. Okay, it's not about but are you using the right mindset to prospect them? Okay, always know that you are not the messenger. You are not the message. Sorry, you are not the message, but the messenger. Okay, so I don't know if you have any question based on this this training. Let me check my comment section. If you have any question, just shoot, so that I will now answer some question. I will now call it a day. If I have any question, based on this, any question? Okay, no question. No question. So that means we understood everything I just said right now. So just know that you are a what? You are a what? messenger. You're not the message. So that's my time for today. That's my time for today. We're going to see our affirmation and now call it a day. Can somebody quickly post the affirmation in the comments? Say affirmation. Okay, question, Joseph Chinemere. Okay, if you have question, just ask your question. Let me just take this one question. Ask your question. Yeah, I'm waiting for your question. What will I do if the person I'm inviting asks me my benefits? It's very, very simple now. If you have gotten benefits, if you have benefits, you can show the person your benefits. If you have gotten, I want to understand. But this question now, let me tell you something. This question you ask now is after the person attended the presentation, not before. So if the person is asking you for your benefit, that means you do not actually raise the person's curiosity. Do you understand? You have committed prospective suicide. You have committed because the person is asking you, that means you are presenting to the person. Do you understand? So if you do it well, the person will not be asking you, the person will be curious to come and see. I believe this question now is after the person have attended the presentation, not because I'm treating prospective, not before the person attend presentation. If the person is asking you this question before you attend presentation, that means you not do it well. You have committed prospective suicide. Do you understand? So you need to actually raise the person's curiosity by doing it right. That's how the person will not actually ask you that. Do you understand? So that just that I'm answering your question. Hope I've answered your question there, Joseph. So use the system. Like I say, don't be the tool. Use the tool. Don't be the message, be the messenger. So that the person will not be asking you, thank you so much, you are born a teacher. Okay, the question how do we develop it, or how do we develop it, or they are already developed ones? Yes. According to, we have script for sharing questionnaire. Okay, this I got the script from Grass to Grace scripts, the one they shared in the one they shared after Abuja retreat. So with that script, you can actually use it. You can actually get how to share questionnaire if you don't know how to share questionnaire. Okay, so that's just it. Thank you, sir, for today. Is my first day for meeting. Just that okay. I believe that this is recorded. They're going to send it to you. Okay. Wow. So that's my time for today. I believe that we have done justice to this. Just remember, when you are prospecting, you are able to raise the person's curiosity with, if the person will come or not. If you don't raise the person's curiosity, they also keep on asking you a lot of questions. You just know that, okay? So let us do affirmation and call it a day. Okay? So today is our Wealth Creators Business Summit by 7 p.m. So you need to invite massively, invite massively, okay? Invite massively, use your, you can do your round launch today by 7 p.m. on Zoom, okay? So the link is there already, so you need to use it to invite a lot of people, so that you will not be presenting to teammates instead of prospects, okay? So let us say affirmation. I will now call it a day. Place your hand on your chest, repeat after me. I have a heart of gold, a heart that cares for the success of other people. I am selfless, always looking out for my teammates. People that join my team become very successful within a short period of time. I am disciplined, I follow through my commitments. I am success and I create success at will. Nobody and nothing can stop me from realizing my potential in connected economy. am a multi-millionaire and a millionaire creator. And I have no excuses. I'm among the 1% that will change the world. I will not stop until I win. People that don't join my business now must join me later. With God on my side, I am unstoppable. Thank you very much. My name still remains Obed. Do have a wonderful and a blessed day. Remember your Dubai challenge still going on, so you can do the needful. Thank you very much.